Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here at the range today doing a little bit of goofing around. And I wanted to do another, I guess you could call this another science experiment, another science channel. Mosquitoes are starting to come out. But CW, I'll put a link for his channel at the end of this video. But he showed us a pretty cool little toy that seems to help out with accurizing, and this really works the best with cheaper ammo, but accurizing 22 ammo. And what we have here is a rim thickness gauge measuring device that allows you to sort your ammo based on the rim thickness. And there's a couple of schools of thought on what that actually does for you, but the first thought is that the bullet is head spaced on the rim thickness, so a thicker rim is going to hold the bullet back farther. It's going to not engage the lands exactly the same every time. That makes sense. And then the other one is that a thicker rim would potentially hold more priming powder, priming compound, and give you just a tiny bit stronger explosion, or a smaller rim would give you less. So just like having not a very precise powder charge, the rim thickness could affect your overall power and accuracy as well. So what we have here is, this is from Raven Eye Custom. And the dial indicator I had before, that you get this little dongle here, the little red piece. But you basically, let me grab I'll just grab an empty case here. But you start out with one of your bullets, and you kind of zero it out. This one is actually showing a +1 on the dial indicator here, a little above +1, but so you would get it zeroed on one of the bullets, and then you would just start dropping them in one at a time after another and sort them from 0, +1, -1. These that we're going to be testing out here are Federal Auto Match, which is very good for budget ammo. It's very good ammo, and I have it sorted out. So this is the bag of zeros. So 0 and +1 were the most prevalent. So I have them sorted. I do have some +2s and some -1s. There was a couple of stragglers that were actually +4. We'll go ahead, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a group where I'm going to take a 0. So I'm going to do this in order. So I'm going to take a +4. So I'm going to do them thickest to the, so I'm going to do a +4. I didn't have any +3s. That was really weird. Either a +2 or it jumped all the way up to +4. There was only like 4 or 5 of those. So I'm going to do a couple groups like this where I'm doing one from each bag, and then I'll actually do a group from, this is the +1, and then I need a 0. -1. So if the theory is, holding true, this group should be the worst one. That was a 0. Let me put that back. These groups should be the worst out of the whole shooting match here. So I did shoot one group of zeros out of it just to get this thing zeroed with this ammunition, or pretty much zeroed with this ammunition. So let's go ahead, and I have one of those American Rimfire Classic targets on my box down range here. I'm going to go to number 2. All right, that was the -1. That was the 0, which is what I zeroed it with. So that's pretty interesting. That was the +1. This one will be the +2. Oof, we're going all over the place. I'm hoping the, and then this one will be the +4. All right, not a great group, but that's kind of what we were hoping for, is we'll look better. I can definitely tell you the group I did with the 0s before I started up was a lot better than that. So that's a 2. There's a +1 and a 0. And a -1. All right, so we'll do one more 5-shot group like this, and then we'll, maybe I won't keep you on for every one of these, but I'll bring you back on when I'm done, and I'll tell you what they all measured out at. But let's go ahead and we'll go to number 3. Well, that's not looking too bad so far. Ooh. All right, one more. So those +4s, I can actually feel the resistance, the tighter resistance closing the bolt. Wow, that is. All right, well, that group didn't turn out too bad. So now I'm going to run through, like I said, I'm not going to keep you on for all of these, so I'll run through, I'll bring you back on for the very last group, and then we'll add these all up. So maybe I'll just speed it up. How's that sound? Or I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I just don't want this to be an hour-long video. So these are the -1s. Definitely can feel the bolt closes a lot easier. So I'm going to go to the row below. Alrighty, so I am back, and I am actually going to do one more magazine of the 0 size. I am seeing, so as I went through these groups, I am seeing the groups get smaller and smaller, and I'm kind of curious as to whether the +1s and the +2s did really well, and I'm kind of curious as to whether this barrel is kind of getting seasoned in a little bit better to this ammo now. So I'm going to do one more 0, and then we'll grab that target, and I'm going to average those up as best I can and see how we did. So let's go to And by the way, I am shooting this at 50 yards, so if anybody's wondering. Eyes are going a little bonky on me here now, shooting so many rounds. So far, that's looking pretty darn good. Am I expecting hole-on-hole Lapua Center X or Lapua Midas Elay 10X accuracy? No, not from any of these groups, but that's not bad. All right, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna grab that target and I'm gonna measure those up and give you guys some averages and let you know what I think. Stand by. Alrighty, I am back, and there may be something to this. I think the results that I saw here, actually, I thought the first couple of groups I did with the sorted ones weren't that good, but they're actually not that bad. So with the unsorted 2 groups, I think the second group I shot there was actually kind of an aberration, I guess you could say. It was smaller than I expected, but we had a 1.125 and a 0.625, and you divide that by 2, which gives us an average group of 0.875 for the, well, I call them unsorted, but they were actually on purpose, intentionally bad sorted ammo because I had one of each kind. So now the -1s, both groups with the -1s size rims were 0.625, so that's an easy average, 0.625. The zeros, the first group, measured at 0.325, and I had one flyer in there, but I kept it in there because this is how you get science results here. But the worst group out of all of the sorted ones was a 0.7, which is this one here is. So 0.7, and then I had another 0.625, which divided by 3 gives me a average of 0.55. So really pretty good results there. The 2 groups from the +1s were both 0.4s, so that's really easy to figure there. And let's do the groups from the +2s, which were really pretty good too. I had a 0.5 and a 0.625. Divide that by 2 gives us a 0.56. So it looks like we can really eke out some pretty good consistency. Like I said, I really think that that second group from the unsorted or the intentionally badly sorted was an aberration. I would have expected that to be bigger. Maybe I should shoot a couple more. I really only have a couple more +4s, but I think there's really something to this. If you can't get your hands on any really high quality ammo, I think you can't do too bad anyway with just shooting Federal Auto Match. I've proved that in the past. Shooting that out of my Winchester 52D shot really good. I've never tried it just plain bone stock out of this Anschutz, but it looks like we can really eke out some pretty decent results. Stay tuned for more information on this. I did sort some other bulk ammo. I'm running out of light, or I would have done some more tonight. But anyway, there you go. Pretty cool. Raven Eye. Let me just double check that real quick for you. I will put a link to this down in the description. Raven Eye Custom. You can find this on Amazon. I think they're on eBay as well. But I got this one from Amazon. About 26 bucks. Not too bad. They also have one so these ones will measure any 22 short, long, or long rifle, or 17 Mach 2s. And they also have another one for 22 Magnums and 17 HMRs. So you definitely can't go wrong with a little better accuracy for sure. So I know it's a little longer video. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. Till next time, have a great day.